Hello everyone, this is Brad Kirsten. I wanted to include this video with the slides to help understand how the unified classroom is being rolled out by PowerSchool. So I'm going to go ahead and start these slides. So first, much has changed with PowerSchool since we parted company with Pearson. Over the past 18 months, we've acquired a number of companies and a registration system, a special education system, a learning management system, as well as an assessment and analytics system. And what we're doing with these is we're very deeply embedding them into PowerSchool. And what we're going to talk about today is the unified classroom. So for teachers to be able to have an assessment and reporting system built directly into the PowerTeacher Pro gradebook, as well as a learning management system built directly into that same gradebook, the place that they log into and do their grades and for their students and mark their attendance. It's that one place where the teacher should be able to log in and do everything that they need with relation to students. So too many times schools have multiple systems that they're using and everything is really siloed out, and we're breaking down those barriers. So if you have a learning management system, in many cases it's a separate username, separate password. The teachers in many cases will not use that system as often as we would like them to, because it is a separate system and it may or may not talk well with PowerSchool. So a lot of double entry of grades and so forth. With the unified classroom, however, that is not the case. We really break down those barriers, and it all starts with PowerTeacher Pro, our new gradebook that is HTML5, no browser plugins required. Java is a thing of the past. But we're tying in PowerSchool assessment and analytics as well as learning, and really making that experience for teachers much, much more unified. So let's take a look at assessment and analytics within PowerTeacher Pro. So first, we provide today single sign-on between PowerTeacher Pro and PowerSchool Assessment and Analytics. So if you're using PowerSchool Assessment and Analytics, then we add that jewel, that navigation jewel on the left-hand navigation for the teachers, and these links will take the teachers in a single sign-on fashion out to PowerSchool Assessment and Analytics. We also allow for the management of interventions with PowerSchool Analytics, and then longitudinal data. In the reporting area, we add a couple of extra links to allow for teachers to be able to very easily access that longitudinal data for individual students or groups of students. So let's take a look at PowerSchool Assessment. PowerSchool Assessment is really designed to be very easy to use. It's been around for over 10 years now, and it does show me the items. All of the items are aligned to the Indiana state standards. And when I'm looking at these items, I can see the Bloom's taxonomy level as well as the Webb's depth of knowledge. Again, we showed this live earlier this week. But we include the PowerSchool items, which is over 24,000 items, but you can add additional item banks if you need to, and that item count can be as high as 120,000 items if you would like it to be. Another advantage of PowerSchool Assessment is that teachers and district staff can create and author their own items very easily that are aligned to those standards. As a matter of fact, I can even make a copy of an existing item. So maybe this top item is one that is very close to what I'm looking for. I can make a copy of it. That becomes an item that is a district item. So it's a duplicate with some minor changes. Very easy to do. But also when we're creating assessments, PowerSchool Assessment is designed to be able to work collaboratively. So if I have multiple staff members that want to build a benchmark assessment, whether we're talking about classroom teachers or district staff. Another advantage is that PowerSchool Assessment allows for items to be sequestered. So if I am at the building or district level and I need to build an assessment where that's the very first time these students will see these items, I can do just that. So there's a lot of flexibility within the creation of assessments and items. Now, as students, we're starting to prepare students for those online benchmark assessments and being able to provide the tools. So on the section level, I am designating what tools will be available for that online test. So I may provide a calculator, a protractor, a straight edge. So for that individual section, and an assessment can have multiple sections, I'm allowing students to pull up those tools. Again, preparing those students for those online assessments. But online assessments are not the only way that you can deliver assessments through PowerSchool assessment. You can also do paper and pencil, so you can print off the bubble sheets on plain paper. There's a QR code on that page that can be scanned in, and you can scan them in one at a time using a free app on iOS or Android devices. Or you can take them down to the teacher workroom and scan them in mass on that copy machine that you're providing in the teacher workroom. And within 30 to 40 seconds, all of those exams will be graded and up for analyzing within PowerSchool assessment. PowerSchool Learning is also deeply embedded now with the December release into PowerTeacher Pro. Adding PowerSchool Learning will provide the teaching staff with this class jewel, providing them single sign-on into the different areas of PowerSchool Learning, but we've gone even further than that and really beginning the process of deeply embedding PowerSchool Learning right within the PowerTeacher Pro gradebook. So one of the things that students can do is that I as a teacher can create an assignment within PowerSchool Learning and then require the students hand in their work using Google Docs. So we have a deep integration with Google Docs, makes it very easy for that workflow for teachers and for students when it comes to either distributing work or handing that work in from the student level. Using my legend at the bottom, I can tell that I have already graded and handed these 2 assignments back, but I have a new one that I need to grade. And when I click on that icon to grade that assignment that a student has handed in, another part of PowerSchool Learning is that messaging between the teacher and the student, or the teacher and the parents. That is built directly now with the December release into the PowerTeacher Pro gradebook. But also going further, I need to be able to mark up this assignment and hand it back to the student. So this is the work that the student handed in. I have all of those markup tools available right within the PowerTeacher Pro gradebook. The grade will come across automatically, and also being able to hand it back to the student. And if I want to move to the next student's work, I can click the down arrow and it'll take me to that next student's work. So I hope this was helpful, and I hope the slides come across cleanly. And if you have any questions, please feel free to contact either Josh or myself, and we'd be happy to help in any way. So I thank you very much.